Welcome to Sparkling Diamonds. I'm Brittany.
And I'm Robin. Hey.
Any guesses before we say hi to all the new people of what we're doing today? Can you guess? Maybe? Anyway, if not, we're going to tell you. So first, if you're new, welcome in. We're a mother-daughter duo, and I'm going to say we do lots of craft things. Because I've been doing crochet, and we've been doing like a stitch of the day for cross stitch. And what else? We haven't done Legos yet.
Woobles?
Yeah, the crocheting and then the cross stitch. And then obviously diamond painting has been a good portion of our content up until now. So if any of those things you like, definitely.
And mental health.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's a big thing. So on top of all that, you add in some mental health.
From the psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner with her doctorate in nursing from Duke University. Can I add all that?
Yes.
Yes. I'm proud of myself.
You should be. So if any of that interests you and you're new, hit the subscribe button down below. It's free and you'll get notified anytime we put up content.
And that is an inclusive category there.
Yeah, we're trying to add lots of fun stuff. We still have more to come, just so you know. Anyway,
we do giveaways.
Yeah.
We do our spotlight.
And if you're returning, thank you guys so much for coming back. So we're going to leave this here for a couple minutes. We're going to end up moving it so we don't knock it over, because that's the last thing we want to do. But these are gorgeous from, she's technically kind of like our neighbor, but she's also a part of the community, Natalia. She gave us these yesterday when we went by. And so they're just pretty, so we figured we'd have them here as the centerpiece to start off our video.
She's part of the diamond painting community. She's our neighbor, and she's our wonderful friend.
She is. She's a great friend.
And she is a great friend. And she's like the sweetest person you'll ever meet. And if you want to know anything about anything, she's the one. Whether it's cross stitch, whether it's
she's gonna comment down below and be like, I don't know everything. Don't ask me.
But she does, and she has been diamond painting the longest diamond painter that we've met. Let's say 2016. So, though I was telling Brittany yesterday, I don't know where she learned all this from. That the woman is like a genius. So anyway, but we went by her house yesterday. To play guess what vegetable this is, and she won, and in return she gifted us flowers. That's just Natalia for you. So yes, that's part of having this lovely community. You meet people like her. But anyway, I'll move them because we will knock them over.
Yeah, one of us definitely.
Yes. But they're staying in my office because they are absolutely beautiful. She gave me flowers for my office too, that somebody hand painted. I've got to show that one day. They hand painted the.
Oh yeah,
the flower pot. It is so pretty. Anyway, that's not why we're here about either. But you'll see, we get sidetracked a lot.
So we're here with some coloring stuff. So some of this is stuff we've kind of had for a bit, but then some of it is like some newer stuff. So we're going to look at some different, like we've got some colored pencils. I think these are markers. I don't know. Pretty sure those are markers. I know these are. And then you got some washable markers, and then these are some more colored pencils. And then we got some different coloring books to take a peek at.
So I see all ages at my practice, and we do a lot of art therapy with kids, drawing, coloring, and so lately I have actually adult coloring books at my office as well. So some like this I got from the office. These are new because I want to try them out. These were at my office, and then these are new at the bottom. So we'll talk about where they came from to the best of our ability, and then all the markers came from Amazon. I think even these, but I could be wrong about that.
I'm trying to just look and verify. I'm 100% sure. I'm pretty sure these are markers, but
they are.
Okay. So let's look at the colored pencils first, because we have less colored pencils than we do markers, and then we'll look at the books afterwards.
So I will say this. So guys, one of the reasons I got so many different varieties to color with is I was asking one of my kids that's a very good drawer. I was asking about like what markers they like to use, and they showed me, and I was intrigued, and so I started looking at markers for like adults, the best markers. So I'd be curious to know what you think your best markers are for coloring, drawing. I can't draw.
I definitely can't draw.
But I
can color them.
Yes,
but
we can color.
Not drawing.
So, I'm curious to know, and probably a lot of you artists out there have your preferred markers.
Well, and I know a lot of them do digital, but I'm sure there's still some people who do old school pen and paper and marker and colored pencil. Like I know Randall Spangler still does, obviously, drawing.
Yeah,
still,
he does a lot of different kinds of stuff.
Yeah, his is still on paper.
So as you see us talk about these, the more experienced people that are watching that are colors and used to drawing, tell us what you think about these and what your favorite is. I just did research, and that's how they ended up being purchased.
Meanwhile, you got me here. I'm going into this knowing nothing. So if I say something that's wrong, just you feel free to correct me down below in the comments, because I really don't know anything.
Well, my phone is in the other room, but we can always look up the description on Amazon.
So these are called Bright Ideas. There's 10 colored pencils. It tells you the colors on the front there. The back, it just says they're good for creative projects, but they are very bright colors. So there's a look at what they look like there.
And these have been used some. And so one of the things I got off Amazon was this pencil sharpener, because the markers in my office needed sharpening, and I didn't have a good sharpener for the markers. So I ended up getting
Prismacolor.
a pencil sharpener for my color and markers. So I'm going to take that to the office.
Yeah, and it lets you choose your angle there for that too.
That's pretty cool.
These,
so
48 of these.
Those, I actually think I have another pack at my office. I'm almost sure that I do. But I wanted a pack for here for me and Brittany to share. So I picked out these because they were one of the ones that was highly rated. People like using the color variety. I think I saw somebody saying they were good for shading.
All right, there we go.
And coloring.
Struggling to get the plastic off. So there's 48 of them. So this is Prismacolor Premier. I'm gonna take a look at the back here. So it does show you the shades. You're seeing the reflection of the camera because it's so shiny.
Pretty colors.
All right, so let's take a look at this. So this is just a 10. Oh yeah. And then I'm assuming 2 layers. Yeah, so here is a good look at the different colors you get, and it does have the shades on them. Like this is light cerulean blue, you've got grass green, Tuscan red, obviously black, peach, orange. So they each have the name, like that's poppy seed. So there's a look at your different shades with this.
And Brittany will link all these below to Amazon, but I will say we are an Amazon affiliate, so if you click on our link, we do get a small commission. If you use our link, you do not have to do that. You can go to Amazon and type this in and pull them up and purchase them without using our link. It doesn't cost extra to use our link, so thank you for those who do click on it and use it. We greatly appreciate that.
All right, which markers you want to look at first here?
Let's look at those first, because those were those I bought the same time I bought these. So let's look at those.
So I'm going to assume that's pronounced Camir, but this is actually a really nice, like, little traveling case. So I will say that for these.
And when I got these, Brittany's like, oh, I'm going to start coloring. So she obviously likes them.
Ooh, yeah, I mean, okay, so number of colors, I'm going to go with there's probably about 100 here.
That is a lot. And
lots of different, oh, this right here is my area. Okay, so let's take one out. Because if you'll notice, they're like double-ended. Okay, first of all, how do you get them out without pulling the lid off? That's going to be the question. Okay, there we go. So I need to go this way. So they're dual brushed. Let's see if it'll focus. Dual brushed, water-based, non-toxic. You'll see down here it says fine, and down here it says brush. So that kind of looks like, honestly, to me, that reminds me of like the fine point of like a permanent marker. Like those fine tip permanent markers, Sharpies, you know what I'm talking about?
That would be good for outlining.
And then here, oh yeah. So that would be good for coloring in, and maybe potentially shading, if it'll show it. There we go. Maybe potentially some shading. And
I believe none of these bleed through. I think that was one of the things I checked out, but I would definitely test that theory out before I looked for non-bleed through markers.
But I really like this because just you have so many different, like, this would be good for, like, things if you like doing shading. Like, I'll be honest, I don't know the first thing about trying to do shading when coloring. I just usually remember always coloring everything, like, one shade. So don't ask me about shading. Other than that, like, obviously look at all the different greens and just, like, you have tons of different shades of, like, orange and then, like, reds and pinks. So
And I was watching some videos on shading the other day, and she made it look so easy. She was actually talking about she teaches shading in her beginning art class, and she was talking about that it's not that difficult.
And these are honestly like really secure. Like, okay, you see that? None of those are coming loose. This one moved a tiny bit, but like even then, the way it's got these caps, it's gonna get stuck right there. So you have to like actually try to push them through. So nothing's gonna fall out when I do this. So that's pretty neat.
So I will say those I like, but I could definitely tell a difference of when I wanted to use those versus when I wanted to use these.
See, I think I would always want to do markers anymore.
Well, I like those. But I mean,
I don't know if I'd do color pencil or not. I don't know. It's been so long since I've colored. I feel like a little kid. Like, ooh, this looks fun. Let's do this. I'm excited. You'll see. I'm excited about one of these coloring books over here. All right, so these are technically the same brand. So I'm curious to know what the difference is.
Okay, these I got from research and highly rated off by one of the, like, let's talk about markers that don't bleed, that are good for beginners, that are good for coloring, and that is how I chose these last three that you see.
So these were water-based. So we have two different things here. These are called the Honolulu B. These are alcohol-based markers, and these are called the Maui series, and these are water-based. And it actually looks like these are dual tips too. Non-toxic, acid-free. There's brush and fine. And it says there's 60 colors. Now, it's got a little piece of plastic around it, so I do need to break that seal so we can look at them.
Those I'm really excited to see because those I thought would be my favorite.
I'm curious to know about the difference between the water-based and the alcohol-based.
We will have to do some research.
I have the dullest scissors on the face of the planet, guys. Don't worry.
Because I am too, because I do know, like, I think they said none of them bleed through. So I'm not sure either. That's what we're going to learn when we color with them.
This is what I told you guys. I don't know anything about the difference between any of these. Okay. I finally found something that will open this. It's childproof. Don't worry, guys.
I love this container. It's really pretty.
Oh. So there's our shades. So let's see what this is real quick, because it's got some little, like, it almost looks like maybe really like replacement tips. You got like fine tip and then like brush tips.
Ooh.
It is, because this says nib replacement instructions. So that's pretty neat. If your point of it starts to go bad, you have, it looks like 2 fine point and then 3 of the brush. So that's pretty neat. And then here's a look at your colors. So you'll see some of them you'll have like one side, one's gonna be like the brush end up and one's gonna be the fine point up. So like, let's pick out let's pick out purple here for that purple lover over there.
Ooh.
So yeah, so this is the fine liner. So again, looks kind of similar.
Looks very much like a marker.
There we go. And then I'm assuming the other end, my guess, is probably gonna be pretty similar. Yeah.
Oh wow.
And that's actually, it's ironic, that's actually looking blue on the camera, but that is purple, I promise. Ironic how colors come through. It's a pretty color. And so on here, it tells you the number, but it doesn't tell you like the actual shade. So like, see how it's got like, I'm sure somewhere there's like a guide that tells you, but like you can see this one says 81, and like that purple I just have.
So Emma, if you're watching,
56.
tell us what your favorite markers are.
I think she mainly uses Procreate and draws on her iPad. So
really?
Yeah.
It's so funny how artists can do that now. It's just so, but there has to be a time where she didn't do that.
Maybe.
So what was your favorite marker even before they came out? All right, here comes sprinkling.
Yep, sorry. I gave you no warning.
Yeah, all the artists that I do know do use their iPad now, which is pretty cool.
So this again, you get a nice little Cary case. It tells you some information about them. So it's the Honolulu BO2 markers. It does say that there are 72 of them, and it also looks like it has a brush and a fine point. I do like this carrying case as well.
Again,
okay. I really like how those are labeled.
I researched, and this was one of the highest rated. I think this was the highest rated one. Oh wow!
If you are coloring on thin paper, please put this pad between your coloring sheets to prevent any bleed through. This is like a very thick, what would you call that? Not necessarily plastic, but like not vinyl.
No.
I don't know how to describe what that is.
So I guess it could possibly bleed through then.
Oh, this is like a guide on their different markers.
Ooh, I like that.
And some information about like their markers and how they work. Ink capacity, lots of Q&As, what kind of shades there are in different series. So that's pretty neat. It comes with that stuff. So then these are different in the fact of they have on the end the names and the shades. So like, let's do, I like the name of it. We're going with this one. Light Minty Blue.
Oh, I like that.
Okay, so here, this one's still a similar thing. You're gonna have a brush and a fine. So let's look at the fine point first. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay, so that fine point's a little bit different. Because the other ones look more like the permanent marker ends. Yeah. And then the brush looks very similar though. Like that color though.
I love that color. I love the colors are also named on the end.
Yep, and it's on both ends too. So no matter which way you put it back in. So I do really like that. And you get a pretty good variety of shades here. I don't really see a whole lot of red actually though. Maybe that. But like true red, that would be the closest you have.
It looks more just like your regular red, pink, blues, purple, like one shade, you know?
Yeah. Actually, ironically enough, there's two of the same. Oh no, they're just a little bit different. Classic blue and cerulean blue. Oh. I thought they were the same shade for a minute there. So this guide probably tells you the different colors that you can get in each different series. So.
And this one with that?
Oh no, that actually went with that. I need to put that back in the container there.
I couldn't remember.
So let me stick that back in here. So these both, so again, these are the same brand, a little bit different in the fact that these are water-based. These are alcohol-based. These were also water-based. So these are like the oddball in the fact that they're alcohol-based. All right, we got that back in there.
Again, but those two are like the top ratings, and then I just clicked on a link. It took me to Amazon.
So this was in here.
Purchased them.
All right. Now, last but not least, this was probably, I would assume, the most affordable one. This is probably more. So this says washable markers. The box is a little deformed.
Actually, they were highly rated.
So I'm curious. More childproof for me to have to break through.
They were really highly rated.
So it does have 100 colors, and it does say these are washable markers. So this would be good for anybody with kids who don't want to worry about them drawing on their clothes.
So this would be something I would probably take to the office.
All right, now. Look here, I know I broke that seal. I know I did. It's very, very, very sturdy in the box, don't worry. Oh, it would help if I opened it the right way, wouldn't it, guys? So there's a look at your colors.
Ooh.
Get a little bit of everything in the rainbow. I feel like this kind of matches this as far as like the different shades.
Wait, that's really different than like the Crayola you usually see.
Crayola Super Tips, and so like this kind of reminds me of like Crayola, the old school Crayola markers that I remember though. So you'll get just the one tip on this. But it does kind of, if you hold it at an angle, I could see how it works. Like if you hold it straight up and down, you've got the really, really fine tip there. But then if you hold it like at an angle, you get it fans out, and you can kind of do like the brush kind of strokes. So I can see that working well.
And I love the variety of color.
Definitely. Yeah, the tip allows for thin lines from the point and thicker lines when held at an angle. Great for school projects, of course. I think everybody remembers Crayola from when they were in school.
Not that fancy Crayola one.
So you got both, and you got, again, they're washable and 100 colors. So yeah, these are, I have a feeling these, if I had to guess based off of price, I would say these are probably the most economical price-wise.
I don't remember.
So, I don't know, you guys will have to let us know. You'll look, and we'll have everything linked down in the comments down below. She got this stuff, so I have no idea.
Okay.
All right. Coloring books.
Let me say, I went to Barnes & Noble one day this week to look for coloring books. They had zero I was interested in. They had the most. They had a very limited selection and very few. Nothing that I would want, and nothing that was even appropriate for kids. So
we went to Hobby Lobby. We should have looked at Michael's actually. This looks like it came from Michael's. So.
Yeah, so I've had this for a long time.
So this is actually a 2-in-1. So you have cats and dogs, and then you have cats and dogs. It's like a little fancy creative one. So I am not going to be the best at doing flip throughs here, but we'll just kind of.
I love the kitty. That's so cute.
Lots of kitties. Oh, I wonder if one side's cats and one side's dogs. Like this is the cat side, so these are all gonna be cats. Ooh. Cute. I don't even know if you guys can still get this because I don't know how long it's been since she got this, so you may not be able to.
It has been a while.
Cute. That reminds me of that looks like a Siamese cat to me right there. Yeah, so this is all the cat. Oh no, that's dogs. So we got some dogs. Oh, that looks like a Yorkie. He's playing fetch in the water. He's having a blast.
That's funny.
So you got a mixture of some that are like a little more simple and some that are like a little bit more intricate. Lots of little poodle.
Okay, this would not be the book that I will restart coloring in. I'll just say because these are more complex.
And I feel like the other side even gets, I'll flip through the other side a little bit faster because I feel like these have a lot more. These are more like, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, it's Marjorie Sarnot. Did not know that. Were they both by? Oh no, this was Ruth Stuff, so that's funny.
Oh wow.
Because she has diamond paintings. So yeah, these are going to be what you would expect from Marjorie Sarnot. The, what are they called? I can't think of it, but you have lots of like, look at that one. Look at all the detail.
Oh yeah, look, that is something that I would not pick up coloring without.
These would be fun to not do traditional colors and just do random. Like, look at all the detail in that. The owls.
And I want to learn my markers again before I would do something like that.
This one would be something I think you may have to do with either a fine tip marker or color pencils. If I only have 9 lives, let me spend them all with you. Aww. That's adorable. Carousel. That one's pretty cute. Ooh, I like that. Now we're into the doggies.
Okay, I like that subway better.
Yeah, I know. This one I think you would want. I would want to have more fun with this than doing like traditional colors.
Aww.
Like that's not. The doggies don't have like roses all over them. That's just meant to be fun. Friends are flowers in the garden of life. That one's cute. Little cats on the back. Hot dogs. Plump, juicy, tender. And then you got wiener dogs. What's the irony?
Ooh, that's pretty.
Nice little pair scene. That one's pretty cute too. Alright, that's the end of cats and dogs. So 2 different sides, 2 different artists. So that's pretty neat. And it's also neat that we recognize the name.
Yes, we would have not have happened.
No. All right.
So this would be probably the same thing at Michael's purchase, and because I've had it for a while, so my guess is same thing.
So beautiful butterfly designs, and she's sitting over there, so I'm just going to flip through them for her. This is by Jessica Mazur. Yeah, Jessica. It's by Jessica, and there's her name.
So
we're not even going to attempt that.
You all know I love butterflies.
And butterflies can be any color, so.
So that's why I got this.
First time ever doing flip throughs. Hope this isn't horrible.
I absolutely
like that one. You could just do whatever.
Yeah, I love butterflies. That would be a good one to start with. That would be way easier to start with than this one.
You can just have fun with it. Butterflies are any color. That would be fun. Another one would be really fun to do.
So I remember I brought these home to try to make them and to get them to stick on the adhesive and make them into a diamond painting. It was just way too hard to do that and get it wrinkle free.
I know, and some of these are end up being way too small. Like that, no, some of them are just way too small to turn into.
I gave up after a couple of tries with a couple of them. I just couldn't do it.
Getting to the end here.
But I'm sure you creative, patient people could take any of those and get the double-sided sticky paper.
Which one first?
And make them into diamond paintings. I don't care, but I got these because they're color by number, so you just pick one.
Alright, we'll do this one first.
So this is actually, honestly, I like this because it tells me what to do. Like,
So do you match the color?
there should be a color guide, isn't there?
Sorry guys, I'm just looking through real quick. Oh, there is.
Yes.
So there's your guide. You only have 13 shades, it looks like.
I like that because it limits, it gives me the flexibility. It tells me, like, it's kind of like diamond painting. It says, here's what you color you make these.
I will say the only thing I don't like is you've got one, this would definitely be one you'd have to be careful with because it is double-sided. So far, everything has been single-sided, meaning, like, there's just one on one sheet. Like, there's no front and back. This one is front and back.
I would say these are more kid-friendly, though, and that's probably why. So you just find the markers
and
that don't
you can see
through.
they've started coloring, like they start it for you. And then that's cute little zebras. So you can kind of maybe see the scenes here.
But I that's what I was looking for at Barnes and Noble. They had, I think they had one that was color by number, but
Octopus.
it was actually one with dirty words in it, like F word, yeah.
And then there's a look at the pictures that are in it.
I was like,
with how they look when they're finished, ideally.
So
then the other color by number. Ooh.
I know, I could not resist.
So then this one, it looks like the exact same kind of shades. Here's a quick look at the images with the color, in case you want to have an idea of what you're looking at.
So this, again, my starting. I love this one.
Ooh.
Oh.
That one's got dogs and pigs. Yeah, this one would be the frogs, hippopotamus, fish, ladybug, koala bear, beaver, Tammy, beaver. Every time I see a beaver now, I'm going to always instantly think of Tammy. Got a snake, turtle.
Aww.
Lots of little ducks. Maybe ducks, but then chicken, rooster, maybe a little bit of everything.
So I don't know if it was Brittany was telling me Natalia was talking about us doing like an art night thing with
like an arts and crafts weekend.
Yeah, like with crocheting, diamond painting, whatever, coloring.
Now's where I get excited.
Okay.
This one's gonna be my favorite, which is why I picked it for last.
For those of you who don't know, I play Pokemon like crazy. Like, Pokemon is a game I love.
Create your own make-believe world. So this has 48 pages to color, 5 standee characters, and 2-piece color your own playset. So of course we've got.
I love Pokemon because you get out in the community.
These tear out actually. So they are front and back, but you can tear these pages out.
It's a community game. You play with friends. I just love it. I'm almost on level 50. Almost.
You got all your basics. You got Charizard. You got some Pikachu and Pichu. It also has like a word search in here. Oh, this right here. That's a Brittany picture right there. That's my favorite.
And she just like.
Oh, and it has Pikachu in it.
She just likes Pokemon everything. She's got the Pokemon ball.
This one also has, it's a word search for all the evolutions. That's cute. Oh. I love Snorlax too. Yeah, he doesn't do much, but he's just like a big old teddy bear.
I know. Got
all the Pikachu evolutions. You got your base. It's like your second evolution of your base. You have Wartortle. You have Ivysaur. Meowth. Pikachu moods.
I'm horrible with remembering the names of them. Oh, he's one of my favorite.
Rayquaza. Mewtwo.
Oh, he's one of my favorite.
Gengar.
Oh, I feel the tears. Yeah.
That's where it's been perforated and it sticks together, and you got a little maze.
Natalia, this will be fun for your daughter to do on a craft night with us. She would enjoy it.
So this must be what they're talking about. This you create a scene. So this tears out, and then you got a Charmander here. Oh yeah, Charmander, Eevee, Bulbasaur, Squirtle, Pikachu. So you have 2 scenes. Oh yes, you can tear it out and you color your scene. and you play with your scene.
Oh, that's cute.
And your little Pikachu. Your little characters. And you can color your characters too if you want.
Aww.
So you have the colors on one side, and then you have the one you can color yourself.
I like that.
Ooh, I like Lucario too. Crack the code.
That's fun. I haven't done one of those in a while.
That's a good. You got Lapras, you got Blastoise, and then you got Gyarados.
That's
Cute
that's
Pikachu. Connect your own with Pikachu.
Oh.
Little Pinlup.
Oh my
Pokemon
goodness.
Sudoku. Who would have ever
Okay.
have thought? Yeah, all your Bulbasaur evolutions there. There's Lapras again.
What's funny is Natalia's husband plays Pokemon.
He does. Dragonite in here. All your Bulbasaur. Cubone. Lugia.
Curious to know how many of you guys play Pokemon. If you do, let me know. We can friend up in Pokemon. Oh, so close.
Psyduck.
Oh, build a word. I like that.
All right, now I actually flipped through this one, which is ironic because I told her about it and she actually had already picked it up. So this one is single-sided. And there's actually a few in here I really like and it would love to potentially do and have some fun with. So
These look a little more complicated.
yeah. This looks fun. This has
That's
lots of different
adorable.
Pokemon on it. Don't know how well that comes through, so let me come a little closer for that. This would be a lot of fun doing the different Mewtwo's and like different, like the words in different colors.
Now that would be pretty
This
easy
one
to
right
do.
here. I want to do all the
Aw.
Pikachus in different colors. We're gonna have, of course, have a traditional Pikachu, but I want to do all the Pikachus in all colors. That'll be fun.
That's cute.
Then you've got your basic evolutions.
Oh,
Your water, electric, fire.
That.
Yeah, your Vulpix and your Ninetales. Your basics. Your original fire, water, and grass starters. Oh, a bunch of fire type Pokemon. Tons of different ones.
Aww.
Gengar.
He's one of my least favorite Pokemon, but that's cute.
Teamwork, so you got several different Pokemon in that one. I don't know which way it's supposed to go. Maybe that way? Blastoise.
Aww.
Of course, you've got the food in the background for Snorlax. You can't not have food in the background of Snorlax.
He's just so cute.
Oh, okay, this would be another one I want to do. I don't know if you guys know this. I love the legendary birds. You got Moltres, Articuno, and Zapdos. Love them.
That would be a pretty one to color.
Geodude.
Okay, he's boring.
Poor Geodude. You got some just small pictures of some of your basics. That looks like it repeats. So that would be another one. You could do like
wow.
the Pikachu with all your little Jigglypuffs.
Yeah.
Your little Jigglypuffs all over the place. You could color different Jigglypuffs. Psyduck. All your bug type. So you got all the different bugs in there. Pinsir makes an appearance. The classic. If you don't know Pokemon, I bet everybody knows Charizard.
I know, right?
Charizard's just one of those Pokemon everybody knows. Love Dragonite.
And Pikachu, I feel.
Oh yeah, and Mew's cute too.
That's an adorable picture.
Ah, speaking of Pikachu.
That's really cute.
That would be another fun one to do. Just do all the Pikachu things as different colors.
Very cute.
Meowth. Use Fury Swipes. Then you got all your Squirtle.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
A lot going on there.
Lots of Pokemon in that one. You gotta catch them all though. You've got... Oh, this is Pidgey.
Another one.
Your Pidgey evolutions.
He's everywhere. Boring. Oh, there we go again.
Your Gengar
I don't know why that is
evolutions.
about him. He just
Now we got our grass types. Yeah, Execute in there. You got Tangela.
I like this.
Executor.
You get a bunch of variety of them to color. Oh.
Pikachu and Raichu. Coughing. Wheezing.
He's the silliest Pokemon.
Clefairy. Clefable. Your fairies. Oh, this is kind of fun.
What's that one?
It just says Pokemon, 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 but each one has like a different Pokemon in it.
Ooh.
That you guys kind of...
See, that would be one good for her to color because she has lots of patience. She could tolerate that.
That would
Not
definitely
me.
have to be a fine point. Muck. He's just a blob. Oh, then we got our normal types. Venusaur. Getting close to the end here. Another cute Pikachu. Of course, with the I Choose You Pikachu. And all the Pika Pika. Come on. My fingers aren't one to wear. We go. Tentacool and Tentacruel. Your fighting type. Not very many in this photo. There's only 3 in this. And then another, gotta catch them all with quite a few different Pokemon.
I like that.
You've got Snorlax in the bed. That's it. This by far 10 out of 10 recommend. This came from Hobby Lobby, guys.
Yeah,
if you're interested. All these 4 right here came from Hobby Lobby today.
Hobby Lobby. And then
that's definitely Michael's, and this one we don't know.
Sure, Michael's.
So,
but you know,
so we can't link these, and I don't think I'll see if I can find them on their website, but I don't know. If I can, I'll link them. But otherwise, we'll link all the stuff, the markers and stuff that she got from Amazon here.
But tell us what markers you like to use to color and draw with, and what's your favorite marker, and then what do you outline with? What's your favorite marker to outline? What's your favorite marker to color? And then
shading tips.
Yes. And then for you artists, what did you start with? And how did you start? I'd be really curious to know that.
Yeah.
I'd love to see like Emma's drawings from middle school, high school. Emma, did you enter art contests in middle school, high school? Because they had those even at your school, remember? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So anyway, thank you guys. This has been really a lot of fun, and I think coloring is a lot of fun. So this is it's just something that we love, and it brings a little
nostalgia.
Yes, and it feeds your inner child.
Yes, we all need to do that.
Yes, we do. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to be kind to everybody, both in the real world, in social media, and in our comment section. And we will see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye, guys.